I often don't realize when God is calling me to do something until later, when I look back and realize the point at which He altered the path that I was walking. My goal was to make it in the music business, and I was barely a singer, better than average guitar player, and a pretty good songwriter. The last band I was in got picked up by a major management company in Portland, and I thought we were on our way. The problem was that the pay was bad, the hours were worse, and I had this consistent voice in my head, which I'm sure was God asking, is this really the way you want to live your life? Even if you make it big, is this what you want for your wife, Marilyn, and your future kids? Marilyn and I decided that one of us would be a stay-at-home parent, if we could afford it. Back then, with my inconsistent earnings, I would have been the stay-at-home parent, and the kids would be deranged. But we both knew that God made Marilyn to be a mom. At 27, I applied to MBA school just to see if I could get in. And that was a big question, because what I haven't said is my dad passed away when I was 10. And I went from being a straight A student in 5th grade to being a straight C student, barely passing. I made it through high school and in college, and I don't think I got above a C until my junior year in college. There was no way I was going to get into an MBA program. However, when taking my GMATs, which is the test you take before you get into MBA school, it was really like someone else is doing the test for me. No exaggeration. I guessed at many of the questions. Some I didn't even read. I'd answer them because maybe I haven't answered B in a while. I zipped through it almost to the point where I don't remember taking it. The median score back then was around 450. The average score for UW students was about 590, and I scored 690 somehow. That, along with the essay, got me accepted to UW, which at the time was ranked as one of the top 50 schools in the U.S. Marilyn and I really couldn't afford for me to go to MBA school, so I, along with everyone else in my class of 193 students, applied for internships with HP, IBM, and DEC, the big tech companies, and the big A consulting firms. And those are the plum jobs. Those are the jobs that everybody wanted. Everyone else had engineering degrees and were straight A students. I applied mainly because I wanted the experience interviewing. I learned later that music and math are considered close cousins in terms of brain function, and that allowed me to hit it off with the interview team. Nothing about me up until that point indicated that I was qualified to work in the tech industry. In fact, I was the least likely person in my class to get the HP job, which was a big engineering company. But I got it. And I was the only one from my class who did. 29 years later, I retired from corporate America as a VP at Microsoft. So this guy who nearly flunked out of high school and college actually made it in the tech industry. And it was all God. That and the fact that he led me to find Marilyn were nothing but God moments. You know, many people get caught up in being defined by their job. They get promoted to a high level, and all of a sudden they become a different person. Again, thanks to Jesus' teachings, my parents, my poor upbringing, and the friends that his path has led me to, I've never seen myself as anything more than a believer, a son, Marilyn's husband, Bobby and Jackie's dad, and a friend.